Hey guys, Danny James here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you 3 levels of editing gunshot VFX in music videos. Let's get into it. Okay, I have some clips here that I used to demonstrate the 3 levels of editing gunshots VFX, and I want this to be as comprehensive as possible. I have a folder right here that has all the materials that I will require for the muzzle flashes, some glass green screen breakage, and some sound effects, which I will also link in the description box. Got them for free. Some are from YouTube and some are from vfx.footagecrate.com. So right over here, okay, where we can see the gun in sight, maybe in your case it's the hands of the artist, just get a muzzle flash, simple like this one, drag it on your clip right on top. I will give it a different color, and then I'll time where we have this flash. Right click and add a frame hold so that that flash stays over there. Okay, try to make sure this stays on for 2 frames at most. With our first muzzle flash setup, we'll just duplicate this again, just set it next to it, and then we'll adjust with the camera, go to the effect controls and adjust the position of the muzzle flash once again. I think we can set up 3 of them. Duplicate another one. Make sure you're duplicating and make sure you also add the frame hold so that they kind of change positions. Right now, if I try to scroll through, you can see they're not in one place essentially, and that's what you want. Again, I'll just add sound effects from the carbine rifle. I think this one is okay. Yeah, I think this one is okay. Drop it down. Make sure we know where it starts. Right there. Bring it right here, reduce the volume, and then I will cut the excess right there. Make sure the sound effects begin at the moment of impact and give it a good default transition like that. So it should go like this. Yeah, so that's really straightforward. You don't have to add anything, just make sure the sound effect keeps on playing even after the muzzle flashes come in. Now I just want to show you the next level of this thing. Basically, we're going to bring in the muzzle flashes that we created. I'll put one right there, okay, and then I will realign it using my effect controls, set it on top of the gun. Maybe I will reset the settings for the 3D so that I can set up my own. Don't forget, you can also rotate it to give it some diversity, and I think I don't need so much swivel. So once we've lined it up like that, and think we can stretch it maybe for 1 more frame so that it stays on the screen a bit longer. Then we go again on our gunshots VFX sounds and grab the shotgun like this one. Okay, drop it there. Make sure we have applied a default transition. And then from the gunshots folder, I'll find the green screen glass breaking videos, and I'll pick just one of them, drag it into my timeline, find the moment of impact. Okay, right somewhere here. I can see the glass. Then I'll set it up right here, cut the excess, go to your effects, find the ultra key out the green screen. I think this is a good place. I'll keep the muzzle flash above this so that it has more precedence, and then I will also add an adjustment layer, place it right there at that moment of impact, find my lumetri tab, and then I will just increase the exposure for that split second, close it, and I think we should have something concrete going on. I could disable this one, re-enable the other one. Let's see what it's like. Remember, we also have an adjustment layer here that has a brightness adjustment. I'll do the last one, which is like a culmination of everything. So right where I see 5A pointing its fingers, I'll once again copy the muzzle flash from before, duplicate it, bring it here. So I'll set it right here where I can see his hands. and then move the muzzle flash once again, reset the parameters for the basic 3D, then do it ourselves. That's good. I'll make sure the muzzle flash stays on for 2 frames, and then I cut the excess, and then I skip 1 frame, and I bring the duplicate once again, and then I will also move it around so that it's not really still. I can also rotate it, and then skip another frame, duplicate it once again so that we can have 4 sets of these. Keep moving them around so that they're not extremely static. Change the rotation if you need to. So now we have something like this. We're just going to add a few things to make this like a top level effect. So we'll start by adding some smoke to the scene. So I got some smoke from vfx.footagecrate.com. So this is what it looks like. Drag it and drop on top of the muzzle flashes. Scale it to frame because it's a 720 by 1080. You can also go to your effects control and scale it a bit more, and then go to your opacity, reduce it up to 40 so that it's not extremely obvious. And then I would also add a cross dissolve on each side, just to make it appear in a more subtle way. I can make sure maybe the smoke starts before the gun. Okay, let them start at the same time, and then I'll finish this with some bullet shells coming from a green screen. Okay, drag the video up here, make sure it extends for a period of time. As you can see, it's a 720p. Make sure you scale it to frame size, and then key out the green. Then let's go at the moment of impact. Go to our effect controls, move the position so that it's right where the muzzle flash is at, and then we'll go to our effects, bring in a basic 3D, drop it there, and then we'll add keyframe for distance to image. It can start at the default figure, or let's move it towards him. So we'll start at 162, just go a bit to the end, then we can reduce this value almost to a negative so that it kind of goes past the screen. Once it's right there, that's okay. We'll push our keyframe a little bit beside, add a cross dissolve for it. Just one more thing you can add to your bullet, add a fast blur so that it kind of blurs as it comes towards the screen. Add the effect, add a keyframe for blurriness. We'll make sure that it becomes more blurry as it comes towards the screen. Up to 30, that's okay. We can align all those keyframes together so that we have something that looks like this. That's a perfect shot. I think you can also duplicate this bullet shell if you want. You can also make multiple copies of it and maybe do your thing, make it even look better than I just did. And yeah, those are the 3 levels of editing Gunshot VFX in music videos. Let me know which was your favorite one in the comment section. Feel free to check out my digital store at dannyjames.co for preset packs and lights that you might find useful. My name is Danny James. See you guys on the next tutorial. Peace.